My dad openly favored my golden child brother our whole lives, even paying for his failed startup while I worked 3 jobs for community college. 20 years later, dad needed full-time care, but turned out I was too busy to help. Growing up as the forgotten child, 38F, while my brother, 36M, basked in endless praise and attention from our dad, 67M, was basically my origin story. After mom died when I was 8, the favoritism went from subtle to painfully obvious. When my brother brought home C's, dad would ruffle his hair saying, "You'll get 'em next time, sport." My straight A's, radio silence. The real kicker came at college time. Dad sat us down for what I thought would be an equal opportunity discussion about our futures. Instead, I got front row seats to watch him promise my brother a fully paid education at State University because he shows real promise. Then he turned to me with that dismissive look and said, "You're smart. You'll figure something out." And figure it out I did, by working myself to the bone with 3 jobs while attending community college part-time. Meanwhile, my brother partied through his business degree, barely passing his classes while sending dad constant texts about his awesome college experience. After graduation, he pitched some half-baked app idea for pet owners that already existed in 50 different versions. Dad didn't even hesitate before emptying $75K from his retirement fund to invest in his son's future. The company lasted a whopping 8 months before my brother got bored and decided his true calling was becoming a DJ. I finished my associate's degree, transferred to a 4-year college on scholarship, and built a career in healthcare administration through actual hard work. Every family gathering, dad would spend 90% of the time bragging about whatever get-rich-quick scheme my brother was currently pursuing, and maybe, if I was lucky, ask me one question about my boring, responsible life. 2 years ago, my brother decided to find himself in Thailand. His calls home mysteriously coincided with whenever he needed money wired over. Dad defended this with, "He's experiencing life. You were always too practical." Then 6 months ago, dad had a stroke. Not life-threatening, but serious enough that his doctor made it clear he couldn't live independently anymore. When I called my brother with the news, it took 3 days to get a response. That sucks. In the middle of a meditation retreat, though, keep me posted. Dad's insurance covered some home health visits, but nowhere near enough. The cheapest assisted living facility cost $4,000 monthly, and surprise, surprise, dad had burned through most of his retirement funding my brother's entrepreneurial spirit. Someone needed to step up, and we all knew who that was supposed to be. I drove down for the family meeting. Dad sat in his recliner, looking frail, with my brother joining via video call from some beach. Dad needs daily care, I explained. Either someone moves in with him, he moves in with one of us, or we find money for assisted living. My brother's video conveniently froze, and he dropped off the call. Dad looked at me expect, "Well, you've always been the responsible one. Your brother is still finding his path." That was it. 20 years of being the backup child, the reliable afterthought, crashed down on me at once. I took a deep breath and said, "I'm too busy to help." Edit. To clarify, I didn't completely abandon him. I helped arrange temporary care and consulted an elder care attorney, but I refused to be the default caregiver while Golden Boy lived consequence-free in paradise. The attorney laid out Dad's options bluntly. Sell the house to pay for care, have my brother return to care for him, or apply for Medicaid, which might not cover everything. Dad's face fell when selling the house came up. "But that's your brother's inheritance," he protested. "I always promised him he'd get the house." The attorney looked confused. "What about your daughter's inheritance?" Dad shifted uncomfortably. "Well, she's always been so independent." Dad called my brother on speaker, who actually picked up this time. "Son, I need you to come home. I can't manage alone anymore." "Dad, I'm really close to making it big with this import/export thing," my brother sighed. "Can't sis handle it? She's good at that boring stuff." I watched 20 years of blind faith crumble in Dad's eyes. 2 weeks later, I helped Dad list his house with a senior's realtor. While packing, he found my community college graduation program still in its envelope. "I don't remember going to this," he said quietly. "You didn't. You were helping brother move into his apartment that weekend." Edit 2. Dad's been in assisted living for 4 months now. I visit twice monthly with my kids. Yesterday, he asked if I could help him open a small college fund for my daughter. Baby steps.